What inspired you to be part of this project?
Well, Norway Football Federation has had the project in 15 different countries for 20 years, Middle East, Balkan, Africa. And now when I met Razvan, football president of Romania many years ago, he was a friendly, visionary leader talking a lot about also women's football. So I decided personally some years ago that I really wanted to do something together with Razvan in Romania to build and help him build, but also to inspire ourselves to build women's football. Then I also met Andrei Shevchenko and had the same feeling. They were in a war, and also a friendly, visionary leader that wanted something with both boys football but also girls football. And then we went to our embassy and to our government to see if we could have some funding to do this together. So and now we're here. So it's amazing, and it's been a huge success. And we really hope we can continue doing it to spread women's football and equality, but also to work with peace, not with weapons or band-aids, but with fun, with games.
What's the secret for the success of women's football in Norway?
I think we were early. We started in the 70s, 80s, and we had some really pioneers. It's been struggle in every country, also in Norway. People had to fight to have acceptance, but the fight started earlier. So it's the same what Razvan and Andrei is doing now. It's always friction because we are part of a patriarchy, all of us, and to have female professional players in a game that has been, masculine coded earlier. It's always been a struggle, but it's the biggest sport in the world for girls, biggest sport in Europe for girls. So it's what girls prefer. It's fun. It's uncoordinated. It's you learn how to live. To fall and climb up again, and to compete with your friends, to be friends with your competitors. So it's so important, I think, to work with it and take away all prejudice. It's a lot of prejudice. So I think in Norway,
Still a lot of.
it's still all over Europe, but I think it's last, I would say, 10 years, it's changed. Before that it was the West Europe, and now maybe the North Europe, of course United States, Canada, Australia, but East Europe, very difficult. But now I meet one of the most visionary leaders on this area I meet is Razvan and also Andrei. So now I think 10 years ago, no, it would not happen. So it's changed radically. In Romania, it's grown from 300 girl players 10 years ago to over 100,000 now. Mm-hmm. So it's not easy, it's hard work, but it's with small means you could still explode. It will become huge. So the next decade, it will be bigger and bigger, and I think what they're doing now is a very smart investment.
There is any advantage for the girls comparing with the men, except they have low forces, but there is any advantage as skills and qualities?
One thing is that, since we're starting the professionalization of clubs now, you can avoid some mistakes. Some mistakes the men has done, and the men's side has done. I've been always working with men and women's football, so I've seen both. And both, I love also men football, I love also women football. And of course, for the female game, as you don't reach the lengths of the long passes, for example, you will see with the best women's team, the game is a bit different, a bit more combination, bit more five-a-side influenced player. But football is football anyway. It's the best teams. See England, Spain, the Spanish women's national team looks like the men's Spanish. They have the same DNA. But with small, since you have to play a bit different, you see a bit different skills. But I think for the game, it's the most important thing is to bring in the mother sisters, the female part of the society. You will, of course, in the end, get a bigger market. The mothers decide who buys things in the family. We all know this. So if you bring the mothers in, you will have a bigger brand. But the most important thing is that I think emotionally we will create a place that is inclusive to our daughters, not just our sons. And I think it's everybody. When you see the value, you see the value. But I think you have to experience it to see that this is not politics or something you should do. It's something you would want to do when you experience it.
Thank you. Super, thank you.